Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. As you know, earlier in the year, I did a complete redo of the Dragon's Den. Well, me and the kids did. And that means taking everything out, going through it, seeing what we want to keep, what we don't. And, well, that sort of got the ball rolling. And ever since my mom passed, I've been wanting to go through all the old family photos. And we did. We did it, just recently. And, and there's some old photos. I have no idea who this is, but I do remember my grandmother telling me about everybody. And I've got pictures from when we lived in Turkey, when we lived in Greenland, Germany, Japan, the different military bases, and family from back in Ireland, and it was a lot. And a lot of these people, I don't remember who they are, and most of them are probably deceased by now. So, but some of the things that these are some of the things you can use in your junk journals. Put them in little pockets or whatever. Another thing I found while going through all those pictures, and we'll get to the pictures in a minute, I found a very large envelope. But look at the patina on that envelope. It is great. And then some of my mom and dad's stationery when he was still in the Marine Corps. I mean, look at this. This stuff is gorgeous. And yes, I will use these in junk journals. And, I can always put something over that. That's what we collage for. So I got an envelope. I've got letterhead paper. Then I found a tax receipt from, it's not my mom and dad's. I have no idea who this is. But, I mean, that is a great piece of junk journal paper. Here's one from First National Bank. That was from my mom, but that was, this was back in Huntsville, Alabama. And then there's another one here. Dave, is that my mom? That looks like my dad's writing on the back. But and if you don't want to use the actual papers, you can reprint them. Run them through your printer. This one, another old envelope. And then I found this. How many times have we gone and had photos made? Long time ago. This one, it still has the wax paper in there from when they used to put the negatives in here. I'll get my wording straight. I was just making sure it felt like there was something down in the corner. But I think it's just where there's something down there. It's a button. That's something else we can use, because I do have buttons in here. And you can use buttons in your junk journals. I had a ton of buttons. I had my grandmother's buttons. I had my mom's buttons. I had my buttons because I used to make all my kids' clothes. I used to make most of mine when they were little. I even made my husband, who's now my ex, a 3-piece pinstripe suit. So I had buttons. And these are the ones I've confiscated to use in my craft room. I've got some that's in the sewing, and the rest of it, because I knew I was going to use it, I let Victoria go through it, because that girl, I swear, she can take anything without a pattern and make it into a wonderful looking garment. So she's got some, and all those we had left, we took them to the Crafty Craft. So I've got these. So I'm going to set these aside for just a minute. I'll show you the photos that I found. Oh my gosh. The ones and I've shared these with some of my crafty sisters. And these are the ones that I have kept. And you see, some of them were in a photo album, glued in. I mean, little teeny picture. I'm not even sure you can see that, of two people. And then I did keep that one, only because, and I don't know if you can see it through the plastic, but it's just so cute. And then, of course, I found this one here. And there are others that were cut. You know, some of these, I don't know who these people are. I know my grandmother told me once, a long time ago, but, yeah, and this is the way they used to do the photo albums, or what we would call their, the old-time scrapbooks. They would cut out what they wanted in the different, you know, shapes to fit where they were putting them. I mean, she just looks so serious. I'm not even sure you can see her. And then I did find some negatives. And, you know, you can't see through them. That one's got something stuck on it. But, you know, they're good to stick in pockets. You know, so like, what is this? And like I said, these are wonderful pictures. And all I know is they're all family. We're family. And I've got someone in a uniform. I've got uniforms. The only thing I do know is none of these are my immediate family, like my mom and dad. But I have those. And then there was this one that, yeah, it's got writing on the back, but, and you hear that? That has a texture to it. It's just incredible. But yeah, these are really old. I mean, look what she's wearing. Just some beautiful pictures to use. But yeah, go through all your old family photos. If there's some that you don't know, you don't recognize who they are, look how cute she is. I think she was one of my aunts. Oh, it's just, that one there was from a pub in Ireland. It's along the streets in Ireland. I don't know who he is. That was the Marine Corps birthday. I think that living room reminds me of another picture I have from when we lived in Germany, but none of these people here do I recognize. Maybe friends of my parents. But, I mean, just beautiful old photographs. And they're certainly things that you can use, you know, in your junk journals. So, check through your old pictures, your old family pictures. If somebody else has gone through theirs, ask them if you can have, you know, the ones that they're going to discard. I don't keep, or I'm not using any, what I would call a modern photo, such as, these are some of the ones here that we're keeping. And yes, that's an older one, but still, you know, I wouldn't use that one. The colored ones like this, I wouldn't use. School picture type. Like these here, I would not use. Yeah, just those things I wouldn't use. But the old ones like this, I most definitely will. So I'm going to put, he's just so dapper looking. Isn't he? And I know the ones, these here, all of these pictures here were out of the old photo album from Ireland. Yes, I'm Irish. Did a DNA thing just for the heck of it. I'm 100% Irish. So, but these are going to be so great. You know what that reminds me of? One of Tim Holtz's little people things. And you could actually do that with some of these older ones. Cut them out. These had been glued into the black pages. And yes, I tore them out. But these were torn out a long time ago, just all stuffed into the box. But if you do find something like this, you can throw it away, Shell. You can glue it to cardstock and then cut the shape out that you want. So many different things to do, and so many different ways to find things that we can use in our journals. Now, if most of these are, pretty much squared up, this one here looks like it was part of another picture, or it had gotten cut wrong. And if that bothers you, I mean, it doesn't bother me, but if it bothers you, what you do is you come in here and with your little chomper thingy, guillotine, your page cutter, your paper cutter, whatever you've got that you can use, and trim it up where it needs trimming. Now, I just did those two sides. And no, it doesn't look absolutely, that top bothers me. So, I am going to trim that top. There. Now, it's somewhat close to an older picture. But I love the wrinkles to it. And if that bothers you, because we trimmed that edge, we can come right back in here. Because now the shiny part of this really does not take ink very well, but those edges do. And that's all we're doing, is we're knocking back the white on those edges. And there. Just that quick, just that easy. And I will definitely be using these. You'll be seeing these in upcoming videos, because we're going to have fun playing with these. So, just a few things, 3 different places you can go to look for supplies. What's it? Oh, that's a bag. And I was trying to make the faux tape, and for some reason, it does not work with me. It does not work with me. I had a way that I was doing it before, and I probably need to go and look at that video. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. This is what we are focused on. Junk journal supplies, things that not going to cost us anything. We spend enough money on supplies that when we can grab something like this for free, do it. Do it. It's like my dear crafty sister Pam at the Paper Outpost says, everything is a craft supply unless proven otherwise. Well, guess what? We just proved all of this is craft supplies. So there's another avenue for us to meander down and see what we can find. If you've enjoyed going over this little, tips with me today, give me a thumbs up. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. If you are not, please consider subscribing to my channel. We're getting back to our Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday posts now that I am over, hopefully, keep your fingers crossed, knock on wood. I'm over all that sickness. Yet, January, I had started off the year with pneumonia, an ear infection, and sinus infection. That was a trip. That hung on for almost 3 months. 2.5, I think. Anyway, feeling much, much better. Getting back into the swing of things. We have a lot of things we're going to do. We did finish up 2 journals. We've got another one that we just started. So we're going to be playing in that. There'll be a lot of other things that we'll be doing. So until next time, bye guys.